I'll go live a minute. Okay, guys, so we are live from the field. There goes a dirt bike or something, and here comes a tractor with a sprayer. So, wait for the damn dirt bike to leave. So yeah, I don't know how good the live stream is from the field. There goes a tractor. And I don't know if I can switch here. Let me see here. I can. And if I can zoom in, I can. I can do all that while live streaming. There's a tractor. Huh, that's funny. It's a John Deere. So, yeah. I take it as those are probably new ones growing. And, yeah. So, it says poor connection, so I don't know what's up with that, but, I don't know if it would help. I am from the house, obviously. So I'm not too sure. I guess that's better. I don't really know. But, just standing here by the cultivator, checking out the weather behind us. And, you know, it's just the way it is. So, yeah, you guys seen the live stream from earlier today, and then plus a video. So this is kind of like another test of a live stream kind of thing too, to see how it would perform out in the field. And yeah, I guess over there, I guess I get kind of a weak connection, but I guess it's just whatever it is. So, but yeah, so me and Big Red are just sitting here. We're just checking out crap. You can see the field behind me. Hasn't been touched since that video. I don't know what the hell's going on with the young guy. He hasn't shown up yet with either tractor. So, and we're already into June. And he wants to put grass and wheat in this field. Well, if you want that to get done by the end of the year, you kind of need to be here. So, but there's not much you can do about it. But what are you going to do? And you can see the clouds behind us. They're looking a little bit sketchy. There's one over there. So if you guys seen earlier's live stream of that tornado, well, you guys didn't actually get to see the tornado. You guys just seen the, like the map, and then the listening to the radio. But, there was a tornado. It just it was down south quite a ways there, so no big deal. So there was some. I think there was some damage, but no, I don't think there was a lot. But yeah, so the grass is looking good. I don't know if you guys can see the grass or not, and there is a few weeds, I guess. It's not going to be, I don't think, quite as many this year as there was last year, but you never know. So, but I think there's supposed to be more storms growing. They said that our skies or the atmosphere, whatever the hell you want to call it, are well, our chances of having a tornado are not high, but they're there. So, and I see I got one like already on this video. Wasn't me. Poor connection. That's great. Yeah, we're gonna probably lose connection here every now and then. I don't know if it would help stand on top of this hill or not, but yeah, well, we got a good spot here again. So, the only thing I don't like about this live streaming off my phone is that it's narrow. I tried having it the other way, the way I normally videotape my videos. I uploaded it to YouTube, it was sideways. It's like, well, that's not full screen though, so like that's not gonna do me any fucking good. But whatever. That's the way she is, right? Just got back from working the gardens, so that's awesome. They're nice and dry, so I mean they're ready for seeding, but we're not gonna really be seeding too much. I think we're probably just gonna put some flowers in and be done with it for the year. You know, I guess my mother's got some flowers. Drive by just as slow as you possibly can. You want to be on YouTube? Want to be on YouTube? You freaking stupid retard. If I wonder why I got a phone in my hand and it's way up in the air like this, well, this is why. I'm freaking YouTubing. You stupid idiot. So, I mean, if people cannot figure out why you're holding a camera and talking to it, then you're seriously fucked up in the head. So we're standing on top of this little hill here now. You can get a better view of the field. Well, if it was widescreen, you fucking could, but it's not. So, but yeah, the grass is coming up. Could be better, but what are you gonna do? Sorry for if there's any wind noise. There wasn't any wind earlier when I was out cultivating the gardens. So, why there's all of a sudden wind now, I don't know, but whatever. Well, these clouds are definitely up to something. You know. So, what are you gonna do? So, just waiting around patiently for the young guy to show up. Because we do have to work this field again, but if he'll ever get here, I don't know. I hope he's not starting to cut hay already, because I mean, if you're going to start cutting hay, you might as well just forget about it. You're not going to get here in time then. So, some people are already putting hay on the ground. And I kind of think we would be too if we had alfalfa put in here. Because with all the rain, all the sunshine we've had, grass is going to grow like crazy. So, I need to get down in there and mow that piece again, but... Or I need to get in there and mow it. I have not mowed it yet this year, that little piece down in there. Waiting for the ditch to dry out. It's finally dried out, so I think I can put the John Deere down in there and mow. But, yeah. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys this cultivator or not, just in case you guys are wondering. We'll probably lose connection here every now and then, I don't know. Seems like it comes and goes as it wants to. Which is, you know, fine, whatever. I'm not going to go too long because, you know, I don't want to kill my battery either. So, that's what it is. It's just a John Deere. Poor connection, of course. Got tons of milkweeds. Tons and tons of milkweeds. So, my connection came back. Comes and goes, so. I believe he said it was a 20-footer. From what he said, the young guy said anyway. So. But she needs to be rebuilt too. So. I don't know if he even ever greased it. Doesn't look like he ever greased it. Which is not good. What year is what? The cultivator? I really don't know. I probably could find out, but... So... It's a John Deere. That's all I know about it. Apparently it's a 20-footer, but... Yeah, the cultivator, I'm not really too sure. It's old. You think it would say. There's a stamp right there that says something on it, but I need to see the serial number. And I think I found it. Doesn't really say. It's got a serial number. Oh, why doesn't it say? Well, it's old. I'm sure this thing's got to be in the 1970s at least, you'd think, if not older. With it being so old like it is. Let's see here. Yeah, it's not for sale, so you don't want this old thing. Yeah, I don't think I'd be selling it anyway, because, well, it's not my cultivator. It's actually the old timers cultivator. We just been using it because it's the biggest one we got laying around. So yeah, I don't understand why don't it say that. Yeah, the cultivator belongs to the old timer. I don't say his name. No, it's not Dad's. I don't have a dad. It's belongs to the old timer. He's the guy that used to work our land. I guess ever since I was about 7 years old. Well, he's been doing it longer than that, but that's when I started helping out. So, and it's kind of been here ever since then. So, it does fold up though. It does have the right here. You can fold this half up, so you know, for transport down the road. But yeah, it needs a lot of new parts on it. Probably could use some new shovels, and it's got one newer tire on it. That's the one that blew out. Looks like it's flat now almost too, which is funny. That tire was just put on last year, so. Shoulder rims, well, I don't think they're original to the tractor, to the cultivator. You can see that. Yeah, my dad died a long time ago when I wasn't even born yet. So, and I don't really talk about him because I don't really give a shit. So, you know, that's just the way it is. Do I miss him? No, because I never knew him. So, how can you miss someone that you don't know about? You know? Probably sounds rude and mean and disrespectful, but, you know, that's just the way I feel. Was he a farmer? No, he was not. I don't know what he did. So, I guess he just had an ordinary job. He liked to play around with cars a lot, though, I think. I think it was either him or my sister's dad. Either one of them liked to play with the cars a little bit. What's going on there, guy? We're just visiting the old cultivator and looking at the crap. So, but yeah. That bolt's coming out. That's not good. So, yeah. No, the only ones that ever, how much does what weigh? The cultivator? I really don't know. Well, I know one thing, Big Red never could pull it. That's for bloody sure. And plus it's hydraulic, so. If I could pull it down the road, fine, but I'd never be able to put it. My first live stream? No, I've done plenty in the past. I just haven't done it for the last year, around 2 years. This is my second time now on the phone. I did one earlier today. So, but yeah. I don't know how much this cultivator weighs though. You think it would say. It's got some part numbers there though. It's interesting. Who's behind me? No one that I know of. Just a Big Red, my 4-wheeler. And then this John Deere cultivator. Well, there's just a ghost behind me, but I ain't seeing no damn ghosts, so. Yeah. Getting plenty of damn milkweeds already, though. Holy shit. Where's the horses? We don't have any. We've never had horses, believe it or not. So. Nope, I've never ridden a dirt bike. I've thought about it, but that's just not really my thing. I'm more into 4-wheelers, you know, so. But, yeah. You have a mini dirt bike? That's cool. I've seen a few of those floating around. I think there's a few people here in town that have them as well. Speaking of dirt bikes, they have a dirt bike track over there, and they were out farting around on that just a little while ago before I came out here, so. Do I like motorcycles? Yeah, they're alright. You know, I've never ridden on a motorcycle, so. Any people on my land lately? I had one about trespassers. Well, that's what I call them. I call them trespassers. We had one about a month ago. I made a video on that as well. Maybe not quite a month ago, somewhere around in there. So, but yeah. Have I shot a gun live before? I haven't shot any guns at all. So we don't even own any guns. Probably should get one. The way things are going nowadays, kind of need them. Yeah, motorcycles they can be fun, you know, when you're, I suppose, farting around on a racetrack or something. So, well, that's what I like riding the most, if you can see it. The 4-wheeler. So, this 4-wheeler's getting kind of wore out. It's time for a new one, but, you know, I've had him for a while. What's that sound? Well, you probably could be hearing dirt bikes. So, yeah. Either that or you're hearing me walking, or you could be hearing wind. Yeah, it's probably the wind. There's a north wind going on. You thought it was cows? Well, we do have cows, but they're not making that kind of noise. As far as I know, they're not. Unless there's some kind of a new breed out there that's doing that. I'm from Minnesota. North Dakota's just right over there. Like, literally, just right over the river. So. But, yeah. Nothing what the rain's doing. It's not much for rain yet. Any gunshots lately? I haven't really heard any gunshots, which is surprising because I think there is a gun range around here somewhere too. But for any hunting on our property, no, we don't allow hunters on our property. So, even though I think we kind of could use some more hunters around here too. There's going to be too many damn deer in town. You know. But yeah, we have cows. Holy shit, you're away from over there? Holy crap. Cool. Yeah, we have cows. I have my own cow too. I bought my first cow, damn poor connection bullshit. I bought my first cow last year. And you're in Maine? Alright, that's nice. My cow had a calf last winter. but it didn't survive. It died, which kind of sucked because that was going to be my first paycheck ever. So now I got to wait another whole bloody year, which I guess is fine. It's no big deal. Sun's coming out, which is good. Sick and tired of the rain and the clouds. That's all we've had the last, what, month probably? Yeah, I could paint my four-wheeler green and yellow, but why when I could just go buy one? Just go buy a John Deere four-wheeler. I have thought about buying a John Deere four-wheeler, but I never did. I was convinced to buy a Polaris, so I haven't regretted it since. But I would like to get a John Deere four-wheeler though, just for shits and giggles. I would like to do pigs. Do I have a John Deere Gator? No, but I'd like to try one. I'd like to, like see if John Deere would let me rent one for a week or two. I know if any of you guys watch how farms work, or however that channel is spelled, they rented out one for a while. I would like to get either a John Deere Gator or a Polaris Ranger. It's time to get something with a box, because you can't do anything with a four-wheeler. Well, you can, but it's hard though. You can't haul nothing. A box would be nice. So, yeah, I could do that. But Big Red's got so many miles on it that he wouldn't be worth anything now. I've seen that same year. Yeah, I could get a mule, but I want something a little bit fancier, not something old school. Or that looks original. Or not original, I should say stock. Even though Big Red's stock too, but he's just more fancier. But Big Red's not worth anything because I've checked out ones that only have about 100 miles on them, or 100 hours. And they go for like maybe $2,000, if even that. I got almost 1,000 hours on this, almost a little over 4,000 miles. So it wouldn't be worth anything now. Probably like $700 probably. At that point, I might as well just keep them running for a few more years. So then I can, save up money for a new one or something. The four-wheeler I bought that brand new. It's a 2010 model. I paid, I think, right around $11,000 for it. Brand new. I got a 60-inch snowplow with it as well. So that tacked on like another $1,000 right there, and plus the winch install and stuff like that. The original winch is no longer in there. I blew that up within probably 2-3 years. Had it rebuilt. They did a piss poor job at it. 24,000 miles, huh? Holy shit. Well, my goal is to keep Big Red until I hit 10,000 miles. We'll see. So, I know that my friend said he's got a Polaris Sportsman 500, I think it is. And he says his has got over 10,000 miles on it. So, but yeah. If I was to get another new piece of equipment, it would probably be a Ranger or a Gator. Like I said earlier, it's time to upgrade to something a little bit better. But I was thinking about getting another Sportsman. But I heard that the 2015 ones like to catch fire, so. Oh yeah, Gator would be a big upgrade. A major upgrade. I like Big Red because he's compact. A Gator is not as compact. Because the wheelbase is wider and everything. Great for probably pushing snow, or being on hillsides, but yeah, not good for garden work. Not like I do with Big Red. I pull a 8.5-foot cultivator. and it makes them work. So, oh, are they hydro? Huh, I didn't know that. Ah, a Gator. Well, I'm sure a Gator can get going pretty good there, you know. I've never had my four-wheeler up to no more than 45 miles an hour. So, there's not really any places to go to really open them up, but I've seen some YouTube videos and they've had theirs up to about 110, you know, but they had theirs on a dyno, so I don't know, every four-wheeler is going to be a little bit different, I think, in horsepower and speed-wise, but who knows. So, just hope nothing major breaks on this four-wheeler. I got a feeling we're going to break something important, so if I keep doing what I'm doing to it. My nearest Polaris dealer, I had to get a new one, so I bought it. The four-wheeler's a 2010 model. I bought it in late 09. I bought it in October of 09. So, yeah. It's a 2010 model, though. So, but it's been good. It's had some minor issues. I've had a starter wire replaced and blew the original winch. I replaced it myself. And, oh, and I bought a brand new battery for it earlier this year, I think. Straight pipe it. You know, I have thought about that, you know. It's funny how you think, you tell me that, because I've thought about it. Speaking of that, too, there was a guy on YouTube that's had the same model as me. And he just took the muffler off. That's straight piped. That thing was loud as hell. Sounded damn good, but oh, it would sound badass for sure. It definitely would. So yeah, it should last me. I have taken care of it. Greasing it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it gets its oil changes every year. I do the gear cases, or whatever you want to call them. I do them every other year. I probably should be doing them every year, but they're a pain in the ass too to do. But he'll be getting his oil change in July, so I do it once a year. So they recommend to do it like every 500 hours or 500 miles or something like that. I don't put on that much, so yeah, I bought it with 0 hours. I bought it brand new. The guy at the dealer said I could take it for a test drive if I really wanted, you know, to see how it felt. I was like, no, I ain't gonna waste time. I'm just gonna buy the damn thing. And I bought it, and he brought it to my place. It looked a lot nicer when it was newer. I mean, now it's got a lot of dings and scratches, and it's been abused, and I don't like that, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's a work machine for me. It's not a play toy. It was a play toy at first, but then I ended up going over to working it, so now it's all decked out. It's got warning lights on it. It's got a CB radio and all that other good stuff. So no, they came with other colors. I just happened to get a red one. So they had, back then they had 2 different kind of reds and a black, a camel, stuff like that. Just the last few years they've came out with a blue color and then an orange color. And man, were those colors ever freaking nice looking. I was going to just trade him in and get a blue one or an orange one, but couldn't do it, you know, so probably should have, but it just would have turned out to be the same as this machine, all beat up, if not worse. So there's a stick there. It's interesting. But yeah, this four-wheeler's got a lot of stuff put on it, so Yeah, I could do that, but you know, the John Deere logo would have to be pretty big, you know, because Polaris likes to make their brand known. You know, that's the problem. I mean, this whole piece right here has got nothing but Polaris written on it. And then the same thing on the back, which you'll be able to see better because the sunlight's hitting that. It says Polaris down there in the thing. So, get a John Deere Gator. Yeah, I could. Freaking connection went out again on me. Freaking sakes. So, but yeah, I probably would get a John Deere. Window sticker. I don't know if it would be big enough. You know, Polaris likes to get their brand out there pretty good. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind trying a John Deere Gator. Would be nice. They're pretty expensive too, you know. So, but I'm sure I'll be upgrading probably in the next few years. So, do I have a spare key for it, the four-wheeler? No, I don't. I really need to go and get some made up. That's for damn sure. That's the one thing I could never understand with Polaris. They never gave me a spare key, but John Deere did. When I bought my brand new, yeah, I need to have a spare. Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna argue with you about it. I do. I got a spare key for my mower. My John Deere mower that I bought, you know. For freak's sakes, they gave me a spare key. So why couldn't have Polaris? I think Polaris is just kind of stingy with stuff, you know. So, but yeah, I got a new Polaris dealer now. They're further away. I don't go to the one that's over here on this side, so. Well, if I lost the key, I'd have to hotwire it. I'd have to just, you know, I'd have to either hotwire it or I'd have to go get a whole new ignition key switch thing for it. You know, which probably isn't going to be cheap to replace either. You know, just have to get a whole new key for it. So, or I could just pull the old one out. Better safe than sorry. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just smart thinking to get a new key or another key. I got to get a lot of spare keys for a lot of my stuff. My big tractor needs a spare key as well. I only got the one key with that. Of course, the key's bent, so I don't know if they would even be able to make a new one out of that or not, but that's where how do you bend the key? How do you bend the key if it's sitting in your pocket? That's what I like to freaking know. Because with the big tractor that I bought is bent. Do I have spare tires for the four-wheeler? No. I need new tires. Mainly on the rear. So. Yeah, I definitely need some new tires. It even looks like it's kind of wore down there on that one side. Oh, I don't get very good traction with these tires anyway because they're worn down. Doesn't help doing burnouts when you want to, you know. Gotta stop doing that. Well, I don't do it that often, but back in my days when I was having fun with it, that's what I was doing with her. But I don't know, plowing snow and stuff like that definitely gets it harder, so definitely worth it out. I use, to edit my videos, I use Wondershare. If you guys have heard of that, you have to pay for it. So, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's good enough for me. So, obviously as of right now, I'm live streaming. I'm not editing it, so it'll be going up to YouTube Raw as it is, and there you go. No, I kind of just found Wondershare or whatever the frick it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called Wondershare though. I don't know. A lot of people seem to use them, but not really a lot. People usually go for the ones that are like $100, so going on there, John Deere man? You did an oil change on what, the John Deere? That's what I take it. I don't know if you have a 4-wheeler or not, but yeah, I gotta do it. Yeah, the John Deere. Yeah, I gotta do it on mine too. I'm not sure what a new key would cost. Probably a few bucks. You got a Honda 4-wheeler. Okay. Is that what you said, Honda? Yeah. Yeah. Not really a big fan of Honda, but I've heard good things about their motors. So, I'm not a big fan of their 4-wheelers. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm more into Polaris and John Deere than anything else. So, but yeah. So, yeah, I believe the hardware could do that. I got a hardware Hank down south there a little ways. So, I've been thinking about getting some keys made up for the last year or two. So, probably kind of needed to get done. So, but yeah, it should only cost a few bucks for a new key. I'm sure of it. I don't know why they would charge you like 20 bucks for a key, unless you wanted a custom one. Is there a storm rolling in? I don't believe so. I think that's all going south. If I can show you. I hate this freaking short damn shit. This one here, I think, is going south. The only one that's possibly going to hit us, which I don't think will, but it's probably that guy right there that's starting to grow. The one that's doing a mushroom shape. Or whatever the hell you want to call it. And there might be one forming up there in Canada. 20 bucks for a key, huh? From your dealer? That's kind of ridiculous, man. You can probably go to the hardware and get one for a few bucks. It'd probably be $20 if you wanted a custom-made one. Does it have a tornado in it? I don't see a tornado in it. That sucker's still growing. Well, if a tornado comes while I'm live streaming, I'm out of here. I'm fucking going 90 miles an hour and I'm going home. You know, screw it. So, yeah, I don't think I'd stick around. There was a tornado not earlier today, but it was down south a little ways more there. We don't really ever get tornadoes, so. You think it's got some rotation? The only thing I think, got my boots on. I'm wearing my work boots. Not waterproof boots like I probably should be, but now it's dry down in here, but. Yeah, I don't think anything's rotating. I don't think anything's quite there yet. So. We could have a chance of a tornado, though. I mean, our chances of having a tornado are still there, but. You know, we just don't ever get one. So. There's been some tornadoes close by, but they've never hit home, so. The last time I heard of a tornado. How close am I to Canada? Well, comments are coming in. Get Johnny running. He is running. Yeah, there's no tornado here. How close am I to Canada? Right where that big fat cloud is. I don't know if you can see it. That fat cloud, that's Canada. So, yeah, I'm only about a mile or two from the Canadian border. So, yeah. So there you go. I'm pretty close to Canada. Surprisingly, I got a lot of other Canadian people too that watch my videos. I've never heard of that movie, but I've heard of Twister, just a regular Twister. For what, from the the 1990s or whatever, whenever the hell it was made. Best movie ever. Don't even argue with me. That was the best movie ever. I still don't see a tornado. Someone was saying they were seeing a tornado, but I ain't seeing nothing. Maybe you guys thought there was a tornado. I don't know. So, but if there is one, I'm out of here. So, Night of the Twisters. Just be on high alert. Yeah. Night of the Twisters. I think I've heard of that. Maybe I'm going to have to look that up again. I have to go on my YouTube movie list playlist thing and see if I've seen that. Night of the Twisters. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. So, Night of the Twisters. I might have heard of that. It's kind of, I guess when tornadoes more happen at night. It's a good 90s movie. Yeah, you know what? A lot of movies from the 90s and way back are a hell of a lot better than what they are today. They came out with a new a Twister movie a few years ago. I forget what it was called. But it was gay as shit. I didn't like it one bit. Tornadoes were fake as hell. The cars were fake as hell. Even the people looked fake. So, you've seen that movie? That new one I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't really care for it. It's kind of bullshit. Is that what it's called? Into the Storm? Yeah, that's what it might be. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Oh yeah, the movies back from the 90s and further back, yeah, they're great. So, Into the Storm, yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's the one I don't like. I forget what year it was made, but it was only like what, 2 or 3 years ago I think they made that one. That was just fake. I mean, see, here's the thing. Movies from the 2014 is when it was made? Okay. Yeah, movies nowadays are shit. Movies starting, I think, from the 1990s, I guess, on to the, way back when TVs first come out. When they did like TV shows or movies, they used real places. They didn't just use a green screen, It's like, yeah, we can still totally tell that you're using a freaking green screen. Like, hello. Now, if you go watch Twister, some of it was green screening, but a lot of it wasn't. They did use some real places. And then, if you guys ever watched Dukes of Hazzard from the late 70s, most of theirs were shot in real places too. So, yeah, that Halloween movie was pretty good too. So, I think the only movie I haven't seen, I don't remember what it's called now. So, it had something to do with a killer car. It was a black car. That was from, what, the 70s or the 60s. So, it's kind of almost like Christine, but it's not Christine. Christine was a damn good movie right there, but it was an older one than that. But that was a pretty... I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen little intros of it and stuff. Little bits and pieces of it, and it looked pretty good. Definitely got to get involved in more of that. I got that on my... what do you call that? My playlist. My movie playlist. Movies that I like playlist. What the hell is it freaking called? So... yeah. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard is the best, the ones from the 1970s. I can't remember what year they started. I think it was 78 or 79 when they started. They were the best ones. So, full movie and playlist. It's, I think it's just called, it's in that big list there somewhere. Alright, man. Take her easy then. So, there's been a lot of newer Dukes of Hazzard movies as well. I don't remember what year those two were from. They were in their middle 2000s there, somewhere around there. And they were alright. There was one with Johnny Knoxville in it. That was pretty good. Did I have supper yet? No. I don't even know what time it is. It's pretty freaking late. I know I left the house at 6. It's 8:17 right now. Big Red's probably off by a minute or two, but... yeah, I didn't really eat anything. I think I ought to not eat for a while, because I'm getting fat. I had a doctor appointment yesterday. And you're eating while watching this? Well, yeah, I need to quit doing that. That's my problem. I went to the doctor yesterday anyway. And of course, well, you know, they always want to weigh you and all that shit first. Yeah, I weigh 256 pounds. It's like, what the hell? The last time I checked, I was 230 something. You're eating tacos? Yeah, I haven't had a taco in a long ass time. I usually eat the homemade ones. Well, we get the shells at the store, but we make it ourselves. We don't go to Taco Bell or anything like that. We don't do that. So that looks like this is the storm here. Not the doctor that I'm going to. I am not going to like an ordinary doctor. Freaking son. So I think the only time they'd ever tell you to take your clothes off is when they're gonna stick their finger up your ass, or if you've been in a bad accident or something. But so yeah, I don't really care for doctors either. But you know, it's got to be done. But sometimes doctors can push it too, you know. So you're just better off doing your own research online and, you know, seeing if what they're saying is accurate or not. So, well, online can be off too. So, old lady, huh? Well, mine's pretty young. It's not like an ordinary doctor though. So, she's not an old lady. She's actually pretty young, surprisingly. So, just for our safety. I think there's a jet going by somewhere. Oh, there it is. Way to frick over there. Yeah, you guys are not going to be able to see it. So, yeah, I think she's cute. She's not, you know, ugly. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. So, I'm not sure how old she is, but she's not bad looking though. My last doctor was kind of a creeper, so well, he was a guy, and you know what? And the thing too is that with her, well, there's not really any cute girls around here. I mean, there are, but they don't talk to me, so I don't go talking to them either. I just do my own thing. So, yeah, the last doctor I had, he was an old guy, and he was a dick. This one, since she's a girl, she's actually nice, you know. So I don't know what it is with male doctors and female doctors, but there's a hell of a difference. So, what are you gonna do? Well, he retired, so I think, yeah, he retired. Either that or he moved or something, I don't know. I've been through like 3 different freaking doctors. I'm like, really? Can I just not have one doctor for the rest of my life? Like, holy shit. Yeah, I don't really care for male doctors either, you know. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna be a dick to me, maybe I'll be a dick to you. And in the meantime, maybe I'll bitch slap you. Oh, have I ever peed in a cup? No. Very funny. So, but yeah, I don't really care for male doctors too much. They're kind of a, you know, kind of a dick. Your doctor is hot as hell, huh? Well, she probably is. Oh, do they? Yeah. No, I've never had those kind of tests where they wanted me to pee in a cup. So, not yet anyway. She's in her 30s. I think mine's right around there too. She's definitely not in her 20s, I don't think. Fuck, if she was in the 20s, I'd be able to date her. You know, like, holy fuck. I'm only 25 and you're, Jesus, you know. Man, she's got to be in her 30s, her early 30s at least anyway, but what are you going to do, right? So, but yeah, I've never been to the doctors where I've needed to do those kind of tests. So, not yet anyway. Well, I've never heard of that, but I'm sure they, so. No, I've never been married. So, nope, never been married. Haven't had a girlfriend in probably years, so just been doing my own thing. Freaking connection, quit losing connection all the time. It says that I'm still live streaming, but it says poor connection, so here comes a freaking wind now. That's great. I've had a couple of girlfriends. Freaking wind. That was back in my younger days. Way younger days. And we weren't living here at the time either. We moved, a few towns away and whatever. We've moved all over the place. Well, I'm sure I'm a lot uglier than probably other people we've seen. So, what are you gonna do, right? So, you have a girlfriend? I don't have one. I haven't had one in years. So, have I thought about looking? I've thought about it, but I don't want to find one that's a bitch, and that's gonna nag me all the time. It's like I don't need that. If I want someone to nag at me, I'll go talk to my grandma or my mother. Like really, I'll let one of them freaking nag at me. Like Jesus, I got enough nagging around here. She left you for a black guy, huh? Well, my sister's dating a black guy and she had a kid with him. So, what are you gonna do? People are gonna live their own lives, and there's a lot of that biracial making crap going on. I guess they call it whatever. Where a white girl or a guy or whatever dates a totally different colored person. It's like, okay, sure, the kids get a lot more attention, but is it worth it? Do you really want to do that just for more attention? Okay. Any black people in my town? Yes, we actually have a black family that lives right across the street from the farm. And, we don't really talk, so. Yeah, I've thought about going on that website. I just haven't done it. Or I think I have, but then I think I might have, but then I think I lost my account or I lost my password or something. It's like, really? You haven't seen a black person in 7 years? Holy shit, where do you live? Like, yeah, we got some black people over in my town, and there's a few over in that town, and, but they're actually, decent people. They're not bank robbers, or rapists, or normal human beings like the rest of us. So when they actually work for a fucking living. So, what are you gonna do, right? So, yeah, well, not all black people are good, The ones that are bad are the ones that are in gangs, and stuff like that. So, I don't understand why there's a bag stuck to the colorimeter. Whatever the frick that is, that white thing. I seriously don't know what the hell that is. That looks like some kind of a bag. I don't know. There must have been something in there at one time, but then it got ripped. Don't ask me. That's been on there for years too. But yeah, it's weed. Yeah, a lot of white people can be crazy too. You just have to, I guess, know where to look. You just have to know where to look. So, and that's easy to find nowadays. But what are you gonna do? Not much you can do about it. So, that's just the way she is. But again, too, it depends on what kind of crazy you're talking about, too. Are you talking about crazy enough to kill someone, or just crazy enough that you want to, like, go drive your four-wheeler all crazy, like? There's different kinds, so... Damn bugs. Well, still no tornadoes yet. I'm not even sure how much longer my phone is gonna last. I can't see my battery life, so I guess whenever it dies, it dies. But it's gonna put a hurting on my battery, but whatever. But yeah, didn't expect the live stream out here this long, but yeah, I bet you probably would. Yeah, you probably almost could do that here, but you got a bridge over there and got a pond over there, so unless you wanted to do it in the woods. But then who wants to get ticks all over you too, right? Like there's a lot of freaking ticks out here, so I probably got like 20 of them on me right freaking now. So what are you gonna do, right? So yeah, not really much going on. The wind has come down a little bit. You can, I don't know if you can still hear the breeze or not, but there's a slight breeze out here now. How many cars do I own? I own none. So I don't own any damn cars. I don't want a car anyway. I want a pickup truck. So I want something that's going to get me around, and you know, like in the snow and stuff. Cars don't get around in the snow that well anymore. Well, they actually never did. So I'll go with the car across the bridge, wherever the fuck the bridge went. So, but yeah, I'm still not seeing any tornadoes. I've been out here for about an hour, and haven't seen anything. The worst, I think the stuff that looks the worst is probably all this. So, and then that over there. All right, nice. Got an 87. That's pretty old. Now everything we had one pickup that was from the 70s, but the bed rotted out and suspension let go. No, we don't have really much of that around here, so. Well, if I have to get around town, I will just hijack my grandma's vehicle. Or I'll just risk it with Big Red and just give her help. Except if I gotta go to the bank, so. What's going on there, old Chevy? Yeah, I like trucks. Like the one that we had, it was a 70-something Chevy, whatever the hell it is. It got Big 10 written on the side. It was a big box. Very awesome pickup, but only 2-wheel drive, and that thing sucked ass in the snow, but what are you going to do, right? So, we still have it. It's just the tranny's leaking oil. I might turn that into a sprayer sometime. What's my dream truck? Well, that's an easy one. It'd be a Dodge. Well, first get some connection here. Why is my connection disappearing? Come on, get some connection. Hello. My dream truck would be a Dodge Ram 3500. Possibly in the 90s, early 2000s kind of ish. And if I wanted to go brand new, well, it'd be brand new then. Or I guess anything in between, really. It depends on what the truck looks like, so. Whoa, too many comments. Whoa. Did the filter ever leak on my tractor? No. Do I like Ford? Do I like Ford pickups? They're okay. I've heard they got good transmissions. Well, on my friend's 250, he says it's a much heavier made transmission than what's in his Dodge Ram. So his Dodge Ram's been in the shop more times than he can count. So because of that stupid tranny. But the Ford's been a good reliable pickup. So I'm considering a Ford too, but they're more money. They're more money than a Dodge. And we've only had nothing but Chevy, so yeah, 2001. Yeah, they're not too bad looking. Okay, so if you're leaking oil on the oil, are you oiling the oil ring? And are you tightening it? You don't have to go crazy tight with oil filters. You can put them on hand tight, and that's probably about it. When you put a brand new filter on, there's like a little rubber O-ring on the top of that would screw into the motor. You have to take a dab of either new oil or used oil and lube up that O-ring. So you gotta make sure you lube them up. And then fill the oil filter too if you can. So you're not starving your engine of oil. So now you do not need to go crazy tight. Now if you do that, you're gonna frick something up. So okay, you did lube it, yeah. What do I think about the Bill T-Max thing? Well, in a way, I kind of disagree with it. I was going to make a video about this, but I don't want to start a riot with everyone. I kind of disagree with it because there's nothing wrong with making videos inside of a shop. You know, like, I mean, he puts the door down. What's the big deal, right? So yeah, if you over tighten, it'll piss like crazy. But yeah, I don't like the Bill T-Max thing. I think as long as he could have been allowed to do it in a shop, that's fine. You know, we don't... I could understand it, like if he was doing it at someone's gravesite. You know, and YouTube did go after him about that. YouTube did. And he agreed to not do it anymore, which that I understand, because you're showing someone's grave, and that's kind of disrespectful. That's why I don't go videotape my cemetery, because, you know, I just don't want to piss people off, so. I got 69% battery life. Well, hell, I'm good then for a while. But I think he should have been allowed to do it inside of a shop at least, you know, videotape. But that's their rules, and that's how they want to play the game, so let them. Do I agree with what they said to him? No, I don't, because as long as he's not showing people's grave sites, you know, I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, well, I guess you don't know their old Chevy. Bill T-Max can no longer videotape with inside of the gate, inside the cemetery. He's not allowed to do that anymore, so, which is stupid. I guess his boss or whatever, I guess found out, so what are you gonna do, right? Well, I would have done the same thing. I would have let him videotape too. But you can't. I don't think I would want people's grave sites being shown. You know, for respect for the other people. And yes, that is stupid. I do agree. It's stupid. But that's their rules. That's their company. What are you gonna do? Maybe Bill T-Max ought to try to buy the cemetery, try to own it, you know, and then he can do whatever the hell he wants from there. And maybe you can see this jet. Probably not. I can't see my screen. The damn comment things keep popping up all the time. Somewhere over there is a damn jet. Dumping chemicals in the air. So yeah. Yeah, YouTube pays more than his real job. For sure. So, I missed one comment, so I'm sorry. Whoever wrote that, you're going to have to write it again. I can't, there's so many comments coming in, so. Oh, here it is again. To that John Deere man, you really shouldn't call them, you know, like Bill's company, because that's just going to piss people off even more, and, you know, that's just, I don't know what you want to call it. It's just, it's not good. You might make the situation worse, you know, so I wouldn't call. I just let it be as it is, you know, because if you do that, you're just going to piss people off. Freaking connection. So, but yeah, I wouldn't call. I just let it go. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Putting your 2 cents in won't do anything. Yeah, his best videos were inside those gates, that's for sure. Now, since he can't videotape there, I don't think he's doing much for videos. I'm not sure how often he's uploading, because I don't really get notifications. Because that notification thing's still fucked up on YouTube. They won't ever fix that, so. Wherever that jet went, disappeared. I can hear it, but it's gone now. It's in the clouds, I guess. So, but yeah, 67% battery life. Oh yeah. Well, his channel's not going to exactly be dead, but I mean, pretty much 90% of what he did is dead now. Yeah, but he said he was going to try to, do videos when he can. So, which I guess is better than nothing. But who's my biggest YouTuber? Well, that's a tough one because I watch a lot of them. So, I have to pretty much just say Bill T-Max is my biggest YouTuber, for fan-wise. Because I don't, I've learned a lot off of that guy too. He's the one that got, pretty much what made me want to start videos. And then, he did some welding videos, and I was tempted to go buy a welder and learn how to weld. So, and then I started welding. So I just accept everything. He's doing cemetery stuff, and I'm doing farm stuff. So but yeah, so yeah, how farms work. That's my second favorite channel. Yeah, I can't stand One Pug Life either. I watched that guy for about a year, and just watching him attempt to kill his friends is just ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not gonna watch you kill your friends. So screw that. So I stopped watching his videos. It wasn't worth my time anyway. So yeah, Jamie's not bad looking. So is he a pothead now? Oh, that's great. Or was he always a pothead? Maybe he always was. I don't know. I don't know his personal life. I don't watch that shit. So what he's doing nowadays, I don't really know. So how his channel continues to grow, I don't know. He always was a pothead. Oh, that's great news. Oh, there's a deer out there. Well, right there. Right there, I think it is. Yeah. Right there. Jamie is Ryan's girlfriend from How Farm Works. So yeah, One Lonely Farmer is a good channel too. So bang bang, killed a deer. Well, I think that One Lonely Farmer hates fucking deers, don't he? I think he really hates those bastards. I don't really care for them either. Especially when they're in my lawn. I don't care if they're out in the hay fields, but I don't like them in my lawn. Hey, sprayer man, how you doing over there? That's a big ass fucking sprayer. Look at that. That is a John Deere sprayer, boys. See. Yeah, they can eat your crops. Yeah. I don't really know if they eat too much of what we grow, but I suppose they would. Might explain why we had a crappy year last year. But we've always had deer here, so I don't know. But, yeah, we don't have anything growing in here yet, so. Hit the deer with my ATV. Well, shit, that deer could outrun my four-wheeler. Like, that thing can do sharp turns, Or, the deer can. I can't. I don't want to roll my four-wheeler. I'm not buying another one of these unless one of you guys want to buy me one. So, what are you going to do, right? So, but, yeah. Not much you can do, so. Apparently, with my John Deere's top speed, from what the book says, is 8 miles an hour. 8 miles an hour. And I believe that's at full throttle and the pedal mashed to the floor. So, it's basically more like a lawnmower than a tractor, but it can be used like a tractor too. So, light work, but. Alright, take her easy there, old Chevy. I guess my tractor went 16 miles an hour. Holy fuck, I'd be able to really get going. So, Well, so I can only go about 8 with mine. So, but yeah. Yeah, I like Chevy trucks. I mean, we got 2 of them at the farm. One's shot and the other one's on its way out, pretty much. But I'm tired of dealing with Chevys. I want to try something new. So either Dodge, Ford, or anything like that, or maybe a GMC. You know. So yeah, they sound a little bit different at full throttle. So it's just the way that's just the way they are. Do I like those kind of trucks? I guess they'd be okay. I've never really owned one, but I suppose there's nothing wrong with them. But I don't know what their work trucks would be like. So you like the more decks than the older tractors? Well, I like mine's a standard 62-inch, or yeah, 62-inch deck. It's not quick attach or anything like that. So I wish it was quick attach, but it wasn't. So, but yeah, it's a good solid deck. So, is Dodge made in the USA? Well, they ought to be, or they should be at least. They're made by Chrysler. I don't know where the fuck Chrysler's made from, but what are you gonna do, right? It doesn't really matter if your vehicles are made in America. It's just the point that the damn parts are made in China. So you can go buy a truck that says it was made in America, but really it was made in China because of the freaking bullshit parts they have. So what are you gonna do, right? Yeah, I figured Ford was. I'm not. Chevy probably. Well, the older ones anyway were definitely made in America. No matter what model truck or year truck you look at or whatever, back in the day they're made in the good old USA, but nowadays it's China, and that's why everything just falls right apart. You know, that's why do you think I got an older tractor? You know, an older farm tractor. So, did I fix the 1586? No, I'm still waiting for the young guy to show up. We haven't even done anything with the field since the last time he was fucking here, so no black people in China. Well, what are you gonna do, right? So, but yeah, we have to wait until he shows up so we can take the tractor over to North Dakota, apparently, to one of his friend's shops to work on it. So, the 1586 is a 1978. So, 78 model. Lots of power. Big wheels. Air conditioner's a little bit dicked, but what are you gonna do? We'll fix it. So, yeah, the 1586 is the same as my friend's 1086. It's a 78 model. So, I'm not sure what the 986 would be, but it's probably around that same time frame as well. So, whatever. What are you gonna do, right? Still looking for a loader for the 1586, but money, money, money. That's the problem. So, but yeah. So we're up to 5 viewers, 6 likes already. So freaking right. Here comes a good Augusta wind. I can go back and get the tractor running, but I don't. It's running. It's just I haven't mowed my yard yet with it, with it yet. So, how much did I pay for the 1586? Well, they wanted $9 grand for it. I talked them down to $8,500, but then they made a mistake on their end and they said $8,000. So I paid $8,000 for the tractor plus $900 for shipping because they weren't too far from here. So $900 worth of shipping. So $8,900 when all said and done. So, which I thought was a fair price for what the machine is. It's got a lot of hours. So, but still got a lot of life left in her too, I think anyway. So, Am I rich? No. I wish I was rich. If I was rich, I'd probably having all kinds of nice fancy equipment, but fortunately I don't. I'm not rich, so. But yeah. So we did have the 1586 in the field for a little while until that copper O-ring or whatever went out. I went back on the paperwork, and it's actually a new problem because the cylinders, or those copper rings that were fixed at the dealer, they were on the number 3 and the number 5 cylinder. Well, the one that's leaking is the number 2 cylinder, so this is a new problem. But the young guy seems to know what the problem is, so he says it'd be a real easy fix. So, yeah. Well, if I had the money to get a bigger farm and equipment, it'd just be mostly like a ranch for cattle and maybe a little bit of grain. That's basically what this is here too. It's mostly hay, but we do have a field. There's a small piece right here, and there's the bigger one behind these bushes. So we do grow a little bit of grain. For tractors, it'd be John Deere and International. Because they're more reliable than the newer pieces of equipment. So, how many hours are on the 1586? Just a little over 8,900 hours. I'd probably putting on about, I suppose, maybe 10 hours at the most. So, well, he says that it'd be easy to replace them, but he says that they would be cheap too. But I'm gonna let him play with it. I'm not gonna play with it, you know. So, how many cattle would I like to have? A hell of a lot more than what I got now. That's for damn sure. Well, depending on how we did it, I'd probably be able to get maybe 20 or 30 cattle down here. If it's just me, because my uncle's doing it too. So, you know, I definitely like to have a lot more than what I got now. So, you got 200 hours on your tractor already? Shit, didn't you just buy that damn thing? I got like 300 and almost 380 hours on mine. So, I do a lot more mowing, and I've had my tractor longer too. So, yeah. Where do I buy cows? For me anyway, I bought one cow from, well, actually it was my uncle's at first, but then my uncle sold it to the young guy, which is doing this. And then I turned around and went and bought it back from him. So basically I buy my cows from the young guy, which is helping us farm, or I'll buy them from my uncle. So he got it in August 16, okay, yeah. Did I ever get the tiller back together? Fuck no. Fuck the hell no. So, no, I never got her back together. Do I want to? Yeah, because I probably need it, or I like to sell the damn thing and get rid of it. Piece of shit. So, should make a video at the next farm auction. I don't go to farm auctions. I probably should, but just for the hell of it. It'd be kind of fun to maybe just live stream from there, you know, and just freaking look around. I'm not even sure where a farm auction would be around here. I'm sure there's got to be some around here somewhere, but... Oh yeah, you got a snowblower with yours, didn't you? Shit, yeah, I don't have a snowblower on mine. I just do a lot of fucking mowing. So... Oh yeah, I bet you they probably do have some good stuff there. I just gotta get my fat ass over there and look in one of these days, you know? Holy shit, my radio's still been on the four-wheeler and I probably killed my battery by now. So, but yeah. One thing I did here, I finally got around to... Yeah, I figured they did sell cows. Yeah, I figured that. I finally labeled my morning lights. And I taped it into place now because these damn switches were always falling in the back. So yeah, now we're in good business. So... But yeah. Oh, geez, not very far. I'm not too far from my home. My home's just... The farmhouse is just right over there. But I live further in town, so... I don't know, a few blocks. So... so what again? Well, the farmhouse is over there. You can't make it out, but it's over there somewhere. And then my house is way the hell over there. Just a few blocks away from the farm. So... Oh, the CB? Yeah, the CB is a Cobra... if I don't lose connection, it's a Cobra 18WX-ST2. That's what I got on Big Red. It's not the fanciest radio, but it gets the job done. And if I want to see the antenna, well, there's the antenna. It's a 4-foot Procom. This is a Dodge Ram mount for a Dodge Ram pickup truck, and it's just grounded to the frame of the four-wheeler. And I got my warning lights grounded to that. Saves me on grounding wire. So, but yeah, it's just a 4-foot stainless steel whip. You know, base loaded, whatever the hell you want to call it nowadays. I've been hit in the head by that thing a few times though. You know, going in the rough fields, this will right back into your head. Doesn't really hurt. You feel it, but it doesn't hurt. So, are those aftermarket rims? No, those are factory. Those are factory Polaris rims. That's what was on Big Red when I bought them. So I have thought about maybe buying another set so I could put different tires on it and just swap tires every year. So maybe have like some snow tires for pushing snow and summer tires, you know. So they actually do make black rims. Well, if they make them nowadays, I don't know, but you can buy that same style of rims, just blacked out. So, and that's what I want to get for my next set of rims. Is something black, and for different kinds of tires. You know, one for winter and one for summer. So there is something going across the bridge. What is that? That looks like a skid steer. Poor connection. Bullshit. I'm down to 59% battery. Guys, I'm probably going to be taking off here pretty soon. If you guys want me to live stream tomorrow, you can let me know. Oh yeah, black rims look good on anything, man. Anything. Even something freaking purple probably look good on it, you know. But these were chrome and I just stuck with it. I wasn't going to put $900 or whatever into fancy rims, so yeah, I can live stream tomorrow. It'll probably be definitely a lot earlier than tonight, because tonight's late. I mean, it's what the hell is it? Like almost 9 o'clock probably. Everyone's probably wondering where the hell I am at. So yeah, 5 minutes to 9. Been out here for an hour and a half already. So, but yeah, I'll maybe try to live stream tomorrow if it's not raining or windy or whatever. If I do, that'll probably be in the shop then, or something like that. So, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to be about it for the live stream for tonight. Because I'm getting tired of standing here, and people that drop by on the bridge, they're like, what the fuck's this guy doing? They don't understand it, you know. It's just like, join us in the 21st century, please. So, but yeah, so if you guys want me to live stream tomorrow, I can definitely do it. It'll be a little bit earlier than what it is tonight, so, or today anyway, because it's just too late. So, I mean, yeah, it's only 9 o'clock and the sun's still going up, but you know, just the way it is. So, but hold on to what? So, what would I need your number for, man? You can just hop on the live stream tomorrow. You'll see it on there, because it's just the way YouTube is. So, So, but yeah. So, and you really shouldn't put your phone number on here, bud. A lot of people are going to be calling you now. So, and I probably won't remember that because my brain's about 90% dead. So, if you want to just put that as a regular comment for tomorrow or on one of my videos or something, you can do that, and that way I'll remember it. But I'm probably going to be live streaming most likely, so just for the fun of it. So, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I guess that's pretty much it for the live stream. I'm going to be taking off. Looks like I'm losing viewers anyway. So, but that's fine. I'm getting tired of standing here anyway. So, yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'll do it again tomorrow, but it'll be a lot earlier than it was today. So, because it's just too late. It's getting too late now. I want to be home and have something to eat. So yeah. You just popped in? Alright. So, I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. A little bit earlier. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want to, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want updates to my channel or whatever, to my videos or whatever, and whatnot. So, yeah. Alright, guys, I'm going to take off. So, hope you guys have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.